in my opinion. It's 6:55 and it's Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day. And whether you like yours with a bit of sugar and lemon juice, as is right,
not jam,
or maybe you prefer savoury, which is wrong. There's an actual science to getting pancakes right. Dr. Stuart Farrimond is a food science expert. He's the food scientist on Inside the Factory. Morning, Stuart. First of all, let's get it out of the way. How do you have yours?
Yeah, I'm a traditionalist. I would go like you with lemon juice and sugar.
Yes, of course. And maybe, if you want to treat yourself, a couple of sultanas?
Yes,
can be. But that's as far as you can go, really. So how do you make the perfect pancake then? Just talk me through it. I'm sure there are some rules.
Yes, start with the batter. The batter is obviously the most important thing. Now, batter is very simple. It's very similar to a Yorkshire pudding recipe. So I like to think it's easy as 1, 2, 3. So 100 grams of plain flour, 2 eggs, and 300 mils of milk. Put all into a bowl. It's always best to add the liquid to the solids so it mixes in a lot better. Because do it the other way around, where there'll be lumps of flour floating around. Give it a good beat. Give it a good whisk to get rid of all the lumps. Now the key thing is to let it rest at that point for at least half an hour. Although you can leave it longer. We actually recorded an episode on BBC's Inside the Factory of making pancakes. It's not come out yet, but all those things will be in the episode when it comes up. Get the pan very hot. It's important to leave the batter. You can even leave it overnight. So we tested it and we left it overnight and as well as half an hour. And we actually found the longer you left it, the better it was. And the reason is because flour, when you put flour into water, it generates gluten, which is a protein that acts like almost like a rubbery sort of elastic band to hold things together. In the same way, gluten is the thing that helps bread form, helps bread rise. It's the thing that gives bread its structure. It's the same thing that will give pancake its structure. So leave the batter at least 30 minutes. Get your pan very hot so that the heat is all across the bottom of the pan before you put the batter in. My little hack for you is get a piece of kitchen paper, put the oil in.
Yeah.
Get it very hot, but then get your piece of kitchen paper and wipe nearly all of it off. So you've just got a very thin layer of oil in there. So then, because you might have noticed this, the first one that you put in is always
rubbish.
It's always rubbish.
Yeah.
If you do this trick, the first one will be good. Because what happens is when you put the first one in, the oil hasn't spread across the bottom of the pan very well. And so by doing this, you're spreading it very evenly across. And so you have a lovely first one that goes in. But really get the pan really hot. Don't have a pan too big, the burner, about the same size. Then give it a good 30 seconds, maybe more. When it's loose off the bottom, I need mine in a minute or so. You can give it when it's about 80% cooked. That is when you want to flip it over and get it flipped. Move it to the back of the pan so it's loose, and then give it one smooth motion. Flip it over once, and you'll have the perfect pancake when it gets finished.
And now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know. I'm salivating here, Stuart. What about a bit of butter? Can I put some butter in there?
Yes, I mean obviously we think about our health, but if you put in a little bit of butter with your oil, you'll get all the lovely flavours of the butter with a few less calories. So that would be another little hack for you. You get the lovely buttery flavours, but you don't need all butter. So use your general purpose cooking oil and then put in a little blob of butter just before you put it in. You get the lovely buttery goodness.
Got it. That's exactly what I wanted, Stuart. Just a lesson in how to make the perfect pancake. Thank you very much. That's Dr. Stuart Farrimond, food science expert, food scientist on Inside the Factory, teaching us all about pancakes. How do you do yours?
I like them sweet like you.
Yeah.
But a little bit honey, maybe?
Oh, honey. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, all right. I'll let you go, honey.
The voice of the UK. 5 Live Breakfast.